Hi there, I'm Sienna Stardust. I'm going to show you how to use Focus Target in Star Wars The Old Republic. First, you want to open up your Preferences menu. So you go into your Settings, Preferences. You should be by default in the Game section of this menu. If you're not, go down to the bottom of the menu and click Game, and then you'll be in Controls. In this first section under General, you'll want to select Enable Focus Target. It's automatically off by default, so you'll want to just tick that box and hit Apply. Next, we want to set our key bindings for Focus Target functionality. So we're going to go down to the bottom of this big menu and select Key Bindings. That'll take us to the Targeting section of our preferences. The fourth one down is Set Focus Target, Swap Focus Target. The default keybind is Alt-F. You can leave that as it is, or you can change it. I like to change it to the comma. It's more convenient for me. So I click on the key binding that's there, and then I simply choose the key I'm going to use and hit Apply. And next is our key binding for actually using the focus target. So we're going to scroll down about 2/3 of the way down the page, and we'll see Focus Target Modifier. By default, that is the end key on the right-hand side of your keyboard, which is very inconvenient if you're a right-sided mouse user, so you'll definitely probably want to change this key binding. For me, I use the tilde, or the little squiggly line that's under the escape key on the left-hand side of my keyboard. So I will select that keybind and hit Apply. That key is more important as a binding because that's one you're going to be using all the time as you use Focus Target in your gameplay. So you'll want that to be something you can easily reach. It can be on your keyboard, it can be your center mouse wheel, or if you have an MMO mouse, it can be one of your mouse buttons. After you've selected both of those and you're sure that you've clicked Apply, you can close out of the Preferences game menu, and then we're ready to actually use it and see how it works in combat. So in this fake combat scenario, I'm going to be fighting the operations training dummy behind me, and I'm going to be healing Gus Tuno to my right there as my companion. So the first thing I'll do before I engage my enemy is I'll select my focus target. So I'm going to click on Gus Tuno, and then I'm going to use my Focus Target Selector keybind, which is the first key binding that we chose, in order to make Gus my focus target. So though, as you recall, I made that my comma key. So I use my comma key while I have Gus highlighted, and you'll notice that does two things. It changes the reticle under his feet to more of a target looking shape with in a sort of a teal blue, and it also puts a portrait up on my user interface that allows me to see his health, his buffs and debuffs, etc., so that I can really keep my eye on what Gus is up to. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my target that I'm going to be fighting, and you'll see that now the operations training dummy is my primary target, as noted by his portrait in the right-hand corner of my screen. So he's going to be the one I'm DPSing on, but you'll notice the reticle under Gus's feet didn't change. He remains my focus target. So let's go ahead and start this fight. I engage my enemy here, and as this fight goes on, I might want to throw some heals onto Gus. So without changing my main target at all, I simply use my target modifier key. That was the second key binding we chose, in my case the tilde key, and I hold that button down, which puts my focus target on. My mouse cursor has now turned from yellow to blue, and that is another visual reminder that I am now casting on my focus target. Now I can throw a heal onto Gus without taking my primary focus off of the operations training dummy. As you can see, he's still my primary focus in the right hand corner of my screen. As soon as I release the focus target modifier key, I can immediately go right back to DPSing. So let's see that more in real time. I'm attacking my target. I throw a heal onto my companion, and then I immediately go back to attacking my target with no tabbing, no manual selecting at all. Anyway, I'm Sienna Stardust, and I hope this helps.